it's always going to be something or someone to blame except themselves. Now they're blaming the divorced man. Listen to this garbage and we'll go back to it.
Be careful about dating divorced men. No woman is divorcing a good man, especially when they have kids together. Yes, a lot of people grow apart and it's mutual, but the majority of the time she has divorced him for a reason. And whatever he has done to her, he's going to do to you.
75 to 80% of divorces initiated by women. You do your research. This statistic, 75 to 80% of divorces initiated by women. And now you're saying that divorced men, it's hard to deal with, and never dated divorced men because the problem with them, not with the woman. And now they're going to do to you what they did to the ex-wife. 75 to 80% of those women who divorcing men. And you're going to tell me all those men are on the wrong? You're going to tell me all these men are doing something wrong and all these men to blame? This is the problem with you women. You will never take accountability for any action. I've never asked any woman and asked her, why did you get divorced? And her answer was, because of me. It's always the man's fault. It's always something to blame. It's on the man. Now you women complaining and whinging about those divorced men. Those divorced men you talk about, you all walked away from them because he's a nice guy. He's not romantic. He's not loving. He doesn't support me enough. He's not a man enough. He's not a provider enough. You women always putting those men down. 75 to 80% of those women divorcing men, you're going to tell me all these men on the wrong. You're going to tell me all these men are fucking on the fault. It's never the woman's fault. It's always someone and something to blame except themselves. You ask any woman, so many women walking away from an amazing husband because he's too nice. He's too sweet. I speak to so many men on my social media, on all my platforms, and even in reality on the job site plus in public. They say, you know what, my wife walked away, she said she lost the spark. And he asked another person, what happened? She walked away, she was cheating on me. And he asked another person, what happened? No matter what I do is not enough. And he asked another person, what's going on? She's just being cold and toxic towards me. She doesn't give me intimate. She uses it against me to get what she wants. It's always someone and something to blame. And now you're blaming the married man. Let's talk about those married men. Those married men who's been fucked over in the past, they gave up on the relationship. They gave up on you women. All they wanted from you, sex and sex only. Because he's still paying for sex one way or another. Why would he go get married again? Why would you go get married again if you can get it from anyone? Why would you go get married again and go through the same pain? Those men gave up on you women. We don't want to be with any women. This is what I'm talking about. Every single man out there. Those men gave up on women. And you saying that don't get involved in a man who's been married and divorced, he's going to do to you the same what he did to her. How do you know what's happening in society? How do you know what's going on out there and what's happening to those men? Those men, they've been through so much. Those men, there's so many women walking away from an amazing husband. I've dated so many women in the past who had an amazing husband. They told me the husband, he's not a provider, the husband, he's not there, he's always at work, or the husband is not emotionally available, or he's not physically available. Because you know what? No matter what you do, it's always going to be something missing. That's what I tell women. It's always going to be something missing in your life another man has. And those women walking away from an amazing husband, to those women I was dating, the one who left an amazing boyfriend, an amazing husband, I did my research on those men. They are amazing men. Handsome, loving, giving, providers. But guess what? They always feel like something missing in her life. She needs to find it through another man. And this is the problem with women. Those men, let's say that those men walking away from those marriage. Let's say that now the 25% of those men who divorcing women, those men gave up on you women. They had enough of being demasculated. They had enough of being humiliated in a relationship. They had enough of being fucked over. And no matter what he does, never enough. Those men walking away from you women, because the 75% of divorces initiated by women and the other 25% by men. But those, the one who's been walking away from women because they had enough. They gave up because he feel like no matter what he does, it's nothing is being reciprocated. No matter what he does, it's nothing in return. It's always like he feel like he's keep pouring in the other cup. And no matter what he did and no matter what he does, it's never enough. So what happened when you keep pouring in the other cup? You become empty. You have void in your heart. You have nothing to give. You don't even care about yourself no more. That's what happened to women. When you keep pouring in the other cup and you keep giving love, support, emotion, and financial stability and financial status and all this garbage, what happened to you? You become void. You will have void in your heart. You have emptiness. And this is when women get turned off. And that's what I tell men. Don't ever give all of you to any woman. Always keep your cup full, half full. Never keep it empty, because she will leave your dumb ass. She's not yours. It's only your turn. Women will always walk away. She's waiting for the next opportunity, the next moment to leave your dumb ass. Women will always walk away. None of you is safe, motherfuckers. None of you.